Assalamu alaikum, y'all. Happy 420. Here today to show you how to make these spectacular little pot leaves. CBD. Alright, these are essentially 3 different knots that are pretty simple. Most people know. One is the braid for the stem, square knots, because of course, and a half hitch, which I haven't shown, but I'll go ahead and do in the start of this. This is a finished half hitch by itself. I think it's called that because of boats. So we have the cords laid out here. Notice that they're not in half. There's just a little short area here and some long cords here, because the short ones are the filler cords, and the filler cords only need to be as long as the entire project. So when you're talking about an individual leaf, the filler cords really need to be about this long for the short leaf, plus whatever it takes to do this square knot here and the half hitch up here. So for our teeny tiny leaves, this is as long as the filler cords will be, and the rest of it will be used to tie the square knots. Very important thing to remember with the pot leaf is that your half hitch knots all need to come in the same way on your center ring. And the way that you can tell where you came in from, if you say do your knot and then come back to it much later and you can't remember, hey, did I come in underneath or over the top? So I already know. I'm going to go ahead and do one, and then I'm going to show you. You get your working cords the length you want them, and your filler cords the length you want them. Form a loop, and then put that loop through your split rings, not jump rings, because if you use jump rings, then as soon as it gets yanked one good time, that jump ring is going to come open and your leaves are all going to fall off, and it's going to be impossible to get them back on anything else. So you do this on a split ring and it stays permanent.
Ever.
Alright. So, as you can see from this knot, trying to get it into focus here, there is these cords that go around like this on both sides, because I came in from the same side. So they're all going to uniformly look like this on one side and like this on the other. Alright, I've attached all but one leaf, and I've been running out of room. So what I do to help that problem, first I'll show you the leaf we're attaching is going to be the short leaf next to the stem. So I take the stem and the one that it's crowding up against, and I pull them apart to expose this little strip of split ring. Put the loop through, and then pull our cords through our loop, tighten them. And look, you have done it. And I have shown you what happens when you don't have consistency in your half-hitch knots. Can you see it? All of these knots have the loop going around the back of them, but this knot has the two going the other direction. And you can see it on the opposite side as well. So that's what happens when you do your half-hitch knots the wrong way. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fix that and then be back once I've tied my square knots. If you need to know how to tie a square knot, I've done a video on that. Check it out. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed that tutorial about how to make a macrame cannabis leaf out of square knots, half-hitch knots, and a braid. I hope it serves you well, and if there's any confusion, feel free to get a refresher course on tightening and square knots in my previous videos. And I hope y'all are enjoying your 420 today and for the rest of the 420 all month. Assalamu alaikum.